I want you to close your eyes and put yourself back to the most brutal, punishing metal show you've ever seen in your entire life. And now that's the second most brutal, punishing metal show you've ever seen, because Dethklok is number one. Last Sunday, I had the honor and privilege to go see Dethklok at the Adult Swim Festival 2022 at the Fillmore in Philadelphia. I was super stoked because Brendon Small is one of my biggest influences on guitar, and I've never been able to see him live, and he was finally close enough where I could go drive to Philly and go watch the man shred his heart out. So the day started as any other concert does. You park at the casino nearby, and you hop the fence and you go over. We made it to the Fillmore. We're parked in the casino. I don't know if we're supposed to park here, but we're gonna gamble, and that means we're a patron of this casino, and we can look at this soundtrack. Kind of walk to the casino. We maybe lost a little bit of money, but that's beyond the point. We hopped the fence. My leg is still hurting from it because I went up and I didn't I slammed my knee into the metal fence.
We got a bunch of K's. We won nothing.
But then we were right at the block party. They have all these different activities you can do. They had a TV that was showing, well, when we saw it, Metalocalypse.
That's what Dethklok is. Is it? Well, Tierra Whack is advertised. But Dethklok will be. See, Dethklok.
There was a bowling alley you could go bowling at. They had a human claw machine, which would have been really cool, but the line was too long. But the most important thing was they had a free Wendy's truck. And this Wendy's truck was giving out French toast sticks, French fries, and the funniest thing you'll ever see in your entire life.
We're gonna eat Pickle Rick.
So what made it so funny is it was disgusting.
We got 2 hours till Dethklok. Now we're just chilling. While I'm here, I want to say I wish the Dethklok merch was a little more Dethklocky and not just generic metal.
Very imperceptible metalhead shirt. It has none of the satire, right? Is that what you're it has none of the yeah.
Look at this. They want us to stay hydrated. Very nice people here at Adult Swim. Also, I have a pilot I want to pitch to you. DM me, please. It's called Billy Bones, the Bounty Hunter of the Undead. It's going to be lovely. You're going to love it.
Then it was time to go see Dethklok. Oh, was it an amazing show. So, it started, we had this DJ. If you watched my last concert review, you'll know how I typically feel about DJs opening for a concert. But this was a little different. This one worked a little bit, and I'll tell you why. Because we were already in a smaller, darker venue than, say, Lincoln Financial Field was. So it was the DJ and Eddie Munson's look-alike doppelganger, whatever.
45 minutes till Dethklok time. Bro, look how metal this beer is.
Hey, that's how I feel.
Yeah, but the DJ DJ'd and stopped maybe around 8:20. No, I remember this. It was approximately 8:26 because she said Dethklok's coming on in a few minutes, and I thought 8:30, and then we waited till 9. Brendon Small's guitar tech came out and was tuning a Les Paul. And this is a perfect segue that we need to talk about something very important. That Brendon Small had a bunch of his guitars stolen. If you're in the Los Angeles area, I mean, if you're anywhere and you happen to see the Thunder Horse prototype show up, be on the lookout, and I'm sure you should get it and DM Brendon Small and he'll love you forever. Just be on the lookout, especially if you're in LA, for any of these guitars. Anyways, so it was Dethklok time. The place went nuts, and it started like any Dethklok episode starts. The Tribunal was plotting to get one over on Dethklok.
Dr. Vinklin Milscript?
In order to brainwash Dethklok's fans and make them work for us, we've invented a new drug called fat gas.
Insane lineup. Pete Griffin on bass, which to be quite frank, from where I was looking, I didn't see Pete Griffin other than when he walked out on stage and when he bowed at the end of the night. Nili Brosh, I hope I pronounced her name right, but she shreds. She absolutely killed it. Gene Hoglan on drums. And then, of course, Brendon Small. I mean, you can't have Dethklok without Brendon Small. And they opened with Death Theme, and then they played a couple tunes off of Death Album 1. And the show just went on and on and on, and it was pretty much, you know, an hour straight of music. Facephones would occasionally come out and make the audience aware of who they are.
You know, when you go to a show and you're standing next to a person who smells like BO and old shoes and shit, oh, you don't know? Then that person might be you.
That's one of my favorite parts of the whole show. I love some Facephones. Would have liked to see Dr. Roxo. That would have been cool if he showed up. They were fantastic. I mean, just the fact that I could hear Brendon Small play all these songs live and him being such a huge influence on my own guitar playing was just, it was mind blowing. It was a dream come true. I don't know how you guys are, but when I go see a band for the first time live, there's like certain songs that I like am really, really looking forward to hearing live for the first time. For me, the two instances are the first time I heard Square Hammer by Ghost live, and the first time I heard In Keeping Secret to Silent Earth by Coheed live. Those were just like these, like it was the most natural high you could ever get. And Dethklok happened to save the two that I really wanted to hear live towards the end. Mermaider was like the seal the deal. Dethklok is the best death metal band on the planet. When I first heard that, and then Thunder Horse is just a classic. You can't like, I don't know. It's Thunder Horse. You can't be a metal guitarist and not like Thunder Horse. It's ridiculous. Then they left stage, and the Tribunal guy came back, and Dethklok was, you know, just chilling backstage. Then the Tribunal, like they typically do, something screwed up. The guy died, and Dethklok played a song. They told us they all hate us. Closed with fan song. And we went on our merry way. We should probably talk about some of the things that weren't that great. For me, the merchandise was just kind of, it could have been any metal band. For example, some dude in the audience as we were walking out had a shirt with Nathan Explosion that said, "Make America Brutal Again." Like, that's the kind of stuff that I would want to buy. But different strokes for different folks. The only issue I had with the set list is I would have liked to hear a couple more tunes from Death Album 2 and Death Album 3. I really would have liked to hear I Tamper with the Evidence at the Murder Scene of Odin, or the Cyborg Slayers in the set. Biological Warfare would have been really cool too. And I was kind of shocked that Crush the Industry or the Galaxy weren't in there. Now here's another hot take for you. If we're talking about anything Brendon Small's ever done, Galacticon 2 is by far the best album he's ever done. He's probably not supposed to. Probably be some sort of conflicting lawsuit going on there. But I think it would have been cool if he threw like a Galacticon 2 in there. One of the things that I thought was really funny though was at one point he like switched from Squizgar to Pickles to Nathan on the fly talking to us.
Hello, Philadelphians! It's great to be back! Fuck yeah! Fuck, it's been a while, Philly.
And then he told us they're filming a movie. Kind of made sense because there was this huge camera like going back and forth between the stage. And then right behind us, there was a huge camera just pointing at the stage. And it makes sense because the day after, there was a Thunder Horse live video from that show. And the mix was amazing. It was such a good level mix. It was so just like punchy with the kick drums and the guitars. It's a fantastic show. And if you ever get the chance to go see Dethklok, go do it. You can't call yourself a true metalhead. You know what you are if you don't see Dethklok and you have the opportunity? You're a fake metalhead. You're a poser. You know how offensive that is to a metalhead being called a poser. That's what you are if you don't get the chance to go see Dethklok. And I berate you proudly standing here with a ghost poster behind me. No, but all seriously, guys, I highly recommend it. And, you know, amazing show. Hopefully they do like a longer tour next time. Let me know your top 5 Dethklok songs in the comments. I think off the top of my head, mine in no particular order would be Mermaider, Awaken, I Tamper with the Evidence at the Murder Site of Odin, Bloodlines, and Biological Warfare. What are yours? And if you want to see more concert reviews in the future, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it, and it'll give you more of this kind of content, and you like this kind of content. That is the video, friends and family and potential enemies. Until next time, peace out, and stay brutal, and go Dethklok. Yeah, hurrah. I have my notes here somewhere. My assessment on the program. See, I have this list of notes, so that way I remember what to talk about during the visual that you are watching right now. It's great. It's everything you know is a charade. Everything's a lie. But hit that subscribe button and peace out.